Thank you so much for joining the Hangar9 team for the Fall 2021 Fashion Trend Report. The theme and spirit for this year's event is New Day, New Way. As all the world's turned its lights on again, we encourage dressing up and going out, feeling good in items that spark emotion. Celebrate, reset, get together are all catchwords to remember every morning. Relax and enjoy as we present to you our passion for fashion. Rachel, take it away.
Thanks so much, Lisa. I'm going to share my screen with you now so you guys can see the trend report that we've been working on for the last few months. As you guys probably all already know, buying for this fall 2021 season began over 6 months ago. So in fashion, we are always kind of looking forward into the future, which, as you can imagine, during this time has been rather difficult. But I think we've done an amazing job. I have to give the buying team a pat on our backs because this season's collections are truly beautiful. They're inspirational. There's lots of newness, and we're really excited to share this trend report with you today. So as Lisa said, kind of our main theme for the season is New Day, New Way. We want to have a fall fashion reset. We want to be bold. We want to celebrate. We want to get together when we can and really step out into the new world. So the key looks celebrate new paths and new beginnings. The attitude is bold and unconventional. Classics are reinterpreted. Sweatpants are a stylish essential and will become an absolute street style favorite with the nylon shirt. Pumps are wear over socks. There are no rules. Are you ready for the new day and the new way? So part of our buying process is trend reporting. This is something that we do almost a year in advance. There are trendsetters that kind of release these reports. We follow interior decor closely to determine our color palettes. So this is actually the global palette. So this is the color palette that all designers receive when they're producing their collections to kind of get inspired and to kind of really formulate the theme for the season. This color palette I wanted to share because I think it's super beautiful. I love the combinations of the purples and the teals with the pinks and the reds. There's lots of neutral earth tones, which has been an ongoing trend that we've seen for the past almost few years now. And that continues moving forward into the fall. And it just brings a really chic, sophisticated way, especially to monochromatic dressing. So this is a really important palette that you will see in home decor. You'll see it in homewares and furniture, but you'll also see it in ready-to-wear shoes and accessories.
You'll also notice that some of the colors are the same, but yet different. A lot of the designers have kind of created new colors for this new world that we're in, colors that we've never seen before. They look familiar, but when you compare them to traditional colors, they're either softer, more watered down, creamier, and so the colors are really refreshing and new.
And something for every season. So one Correct. Of the big things that we're really promoting here at Hangar9 is the color analysis series. This has been something that our mother Joanne has been preaching for 40 plus years now. Lisa was one of the leading kind of people to really take the color analysis theory and make a business out of it. And it's something we really preach here. And I think what's really interesting about this color palette is there's a hue and a shade and a tone for just about every season, which is really important because sometimes the color palette can be very autumn focused or very winter focused. But this season, I really think there's a little bit of warm, a little bit of cool, and something for everyone. So it's a really strong palette to take you into the season. And I also want to point out there's not a lot of black. The colors were more kind of gray and into the brown tone. So this season, we're really pushing brown, deep chocolate as the new black. So to move into our first trend, this is one that I personally, as the comfort freak, am the most excited about. So the fall fashion reset is calling for luxury. And what a better place to start than at the root of the garment, which is the texture. So here we're showing you lush Sherpa, rich velvet, and buttery leather are all making a statement this season by encouraging you to look and feel your best. We love adding these teddy bear favorites to our on-the-go wardrobe, making running errands cool and comfortable. This is the ultimate street style staple and something we're really excited about. So you can see here we're featuring a couple styles from our photo shoot that we did in Montreal, but we have from Frame, we have the anorak style, which was a big trend even last season, but we're also doing it in the moto style body. So there's a body and a shape for just about everyone to take advantage of this cool new luxurious trend. The second trend that we're really excited about is outerwear. So for fall 2021, designers introduced something new and very welcome into the fold, coats, and they came in all shapes and all sizes. It's a look that is meant to be worn fully to appreciate the outdoors, which we can all appreciate here in Canada. Walks in the park to the outdoor dining, the right coat can make it easy to be ready and cozy for any climate. We will all be embracing the outdoors more and more as the pandemic continues, so there has never been a better time than now to update your outerwear. A great little style hack is to take a packable, lightweight down, something that's great for these transitional months, and pair it under your double face wool coats. This just makes the double face wool a little bit more cool and casual for the weekend, but it also adds versatility and style and extra warmth on those super cold days. Then we have head to toe knit dressing. So you saw at the beginning of the pandemic that sweats were super strong focus. Everyone went crazy buying the new latest sweatsuit. We're doing it a little bit differently. We want to kind of put the sweatsuit away, keep it for real home lounging, but when you're going out on the town, think about investing in a great knit-based outfit. So the optimal word here is going to be cozy. Designers are continuing down this path for fall 2021, but there's no sweats here. From wool jackets to shearling lined coats, plush fabrics, and tapered silhouettes will make you smile to make the wintry days all the brighter. And one thing we really want to focus here is that you can wear these great silhouettes to work if paired and styled properly. So right now from Sminfinity, we have this beautiful wide leg navy trouser. It looks absolutely incredible with the matching turtleneck cami with a great blazer. Makes it super comfortable, super versatile, and great way to go to the office.
This is a trend as well that you can mix back to your classics. So with older garments in your wardrobe, like your classic navy blue jacket, your classic black jacket, putting one of the head to toe knit outfits underneath is a nice way to update your classics. But you know, you're not giving up any comfort to your traditional clothing.
Exactly. And think about it too as a part of the outfit with your outerwear. So your outerwear, when you're knit dressing, almost becomes your third piece that we talk so much about here at Hangar9. So really think about the full ensemble. So for example, for me, I invested in the Max Mara teddy bear coat in the gray color, and I'm investing in a beautiful knit lounge suit in the same gray color to kind of make a really monochromatic statement outfit for when I'm at Langdon Hall this weekend for a family affair. So there's all sorts of occasions where these sorts of looks are super versatile, from casual to cool. The next trend, which we get so many questions about, is the shacket. So what is the shacket, you ask? It looks like a shirt, but layers like a jacket. So think about a boxy. Typically it has 2 trucker pockets. It's really kind of fun and cool. It's heavy enough to provide some warmth, but not too heavy when you find the temperature drops. It's the perfect middle ground between a shirt and a jacket. When layered over your outfit on a chilly day, a next level ensemble is born. This is a favorite trend of street style mavericks Kendall Jenner and Hailey Bieber. It's an instant cool factor. We love this back to jeans. We love this back to a cozy cashmere tracksuit. You can even do it with a rockin' pencil skirt and a great combat boot. There's so many different ways that you can test out this new funky trend.
This is a trend that actually looks great on every age group as well.
Yes,
the millennials are wearing it with the oversized jacket, the crop shirt, the mom jeans, and then I had my age group. You can see how we're using it as an unstructured jacket. So we're layering it with our tailored blouses and tucked in and tailored blouses to give a little more of a relaxed look.
And they come in so many different fabrics. We have them right now in like a spongy neoprene, also a tweed, a double face wool. So there's so many different variations to this trend that you can really have a lot of fun with it. Then we have après ski. So this look begs for a weekend in Aspen or Whistler, and hopefully we'll be able to travel to some of these great places this winter. It's a statement sweater dressing for that mass exodus to the country. Perfect to transition from the day outdoors of activities to whatever your house choice may be. This season is all about that cozy ski sweater life. Don't forget the matching accessories to finish the look, such as the hat, the scarf, the gloves. We've got it all covered. So this is a really fun way to kind of have some novelty into your knitwear. One kind of other trend that we're sneaking in here is the chunky knit. So kind of a cable knit or anything that's kind of really heavy and chunky, but super cozy to give you that luxe texture structure kind of also falls under this après-ski trend. But this real idea of having a fun, colorful, or interesting knit paired with your great down jacket, your lug boot, kind of just makes a really good, easy trend.
And to cross over into accessories, as you can see in the left-hand corner, the moon boot. So this is the new winter boot, again, because of this outdoor living. Typically, Canadians aren't into their winter boots unless you're going to Aspen or Whistler. We tend to leave our homes, run into our garages, and go into underground parking. We're not exactly commuters, not so much in London as much in Toronto. You'll see more winter boots. But this is the year, if you've never bought a winter boot, to buy a winter boot because of this new outdoor living. And of course, all these chunky net trends that really warrant a fun, funky boot.
I think in general, with all of this outdoor emphasis, I think all outdoor accessories are super important, and they kind of cross all the trends. So you got to be considering the total look as you are outside, as you would have normally thought about inside. So that's the boot, the coat, the hat, the gloves, the whole kit and caboodle. Is kind of a carryover from spring. So in spring, we saw kind of the preppy polo tee making its way onto the scene. And now we're kind of going like full on Clueless prep school, which is so great because, again, I think it's a trend that crosses the generations. As you age, a collared shirt just looks chic and sharp pretty much on any body type. So the look and tailoring now is nothing short of smart. Designers are not going halfway. Button downs are layered under vests, over turtlenecks, under jackets, under long coats, over trousers, and sometimes belted and finished with a tie. The Preppy 10 is just for prep school and country clubs anymore. We are thrilled to introduce a new collection to Hangar9 that does this look best, and that is Hana-san. The combination of Korean cool with French aesthetic, making them the absolute perfect staples. She's created the perfect white shirt with the perfect over little sweater, little over vest to kind of make this look really simple, easy, and for any body type and anybody looking to try this trend out.
This is a trend that some people have never actually ever dropped. It's a reflection from the 80s, but a way to kind of add new life to that classic trend is, as Rachel mentioned, the vests, the belting over top, belting your jacket,
the pop over knit,
and also, again, paying attention to the footwear. The lug loafer in the bottom corner is again a new updated way to inspire this classic look.
And I think the mini skirt is an important trend too. It's something that we kind of got away from. And there's an old kind of wise tale that the hem of the skirt kind of signals the state of the economy. So we were really happy to see short little mini skirts come into the market because that's typically a sign of, good economic prosperity as opposed to long sort of depression length skirts. So we welcomed this trend for many reasons, but it is something that's really fun. It looks great with most footwear, and you can pair it with lots of exciting tights because I know we're all really excited to get back into our tights. And then this, I think, is the most important trend. It's not specific to one certain style or one certain silhouette. It's more a theme of dressing, and one that we're really making the main focus of the season here at Hangar9, and that is dressing for the new world. So much has changed over the last 18 months. We're learning essentially how to go out into the world again, into the workforce, into this new hybrid model of working. But the future is bright and bold and primed for attracting attention. Come fall, we're going to break free from ordinary and bring some vibrancy into our life. So select spirited pieces that encourage dressing up and going out and feeling good about ourselves. I think, Lisa, you can attest to this too, as, lead stylists in either location, we hear it again and again. I've gained weight during COVID. I feel frumpy. Like, it's just, you don't feel comfortable in what would have been your uniform pre-COVID. So it's all about reinventing the wheel and really stepping out in new and interesting ways. I think the suit is taking a little bit of a back seat right now, but jackets are still super important, very relevant, but you're just going to be mixing and matching a lot more. You're going to be having some fun with the pieces that you wear to work. So it is an exciting time in the sense that, we can play a little bit more in our dressing. We can kind of be a little bit more experiential, and we can kind of step out in a new and exciting way. We don't necessarily have to fall into that cookie cutter we once were before.
And I think that's exactly it. One thing COVID taught us or brought to light that change is good. And this is a chance to step outside of your comfort zone, whether it be with a new haircut, new glasses, new lipstick color. You can start small, but this is something where you can really experiment with your look and have fun with it, because there isn't these cookie cutter. You don't have to stay in one lane anymore. You can kind of be all over the place, and you can go casual, you can go smart, you can go heels, you can go flats. Everything's in, and it's just finding the look that you feel comfortable with. But change is a good thing. Don't think change is a bad thing.
Exactly. And, you know, I think there's so many fun and new silhouettes that are on the market that you can really experiment with. So I think the fashion is keeping up with the idea of stepping out and a new you. So you've been given the opportunity to have a reset. So take advantage of it, because it's not all that often that we have that opportunity.
Because the clothes are so comfortable. They really, I mean, it is like,
and versatile, super versatile.
Exactly.
Designers put a lot of effort and energy into actually like thinking about the woman wearing their clothes and what they're going to be doing in them. And I think this is actually the first time that has happened. So, you know, everything is comfortable. Everything is flexible. Materials are becoming really kind of super sophisticated. Some are even antibacterial and microbiome resistant. And there's so much on the market now that really there's something for everyone, and can make it actually a lot of fun to kind of step out again. So this is one that I swear is on every single trend report, but it's a trend that just never dies. And I think it's so important to talk about because so few women dress this way. And those that do, I feel like always stand out. And it's something that, again, to Lisa's point, crosses the ages. It doesn't matter how old you are, you will always look super chic and sophisticated in a monochromatic dressing. So wear one color from head to toe for maximum impact. This tonal tailoring moment as you pair suiting separates of the same color to create very elevated yet forward layering looks, from menswear suiting to cozy knits. Do this look and you'll be on trend in no time. This is something that European, Italian women have been dressing this way for centuries. And everyone always wonders why they look so chic. And it's because of the monochromatic. It's just really sophisticated, beautiful, tonal. And I think honestly, it could be on every trend report for the rest of time because it's so sophisticated. One thing that you're really seeing this year is the color palette. So the color palette has moved away a little bit from the camels and the monochromatic, more into the greens and the earthy tones. We're seeing a lot of gray monochromatic dressing. And then you know what? There's nothing wrong with black monochromatic dressing. You know what? If done right, it can look super chic, super sophisticated, and technically falls under this trend. So something to definitely try.
This is to be on the humorous side. This is a trend you really can't mess up on.
No.
And kind of like when in doubt, and you don't know what to wear, this is an easy trend to fall back on because it's a winner every single time.
And like for packing, it's so easy.
True.
Right? If you just kind of stick into one color story, you can pack in a small, super small carry-on and kind of go anywhere and look great. So it's a great trend to try out. And then final for the ready-wear trends, denim. So I think the number one question we got, someone came out on TikTok and said skinny jeans were dead. And then our phones rang off being like, oh my God, what do I do with all my skinny jeans? So skinny jeans will always hold a special place in our hearts, especially in Canada. But for fall 2021, flares, boot cuts, straight, boyfriend, distressed, non-distressed are all the rage. So to balance out extra fabric on the bottom, we suggest wearing a slim tee or tailored blazer, a cropped sweater, or an elegant blouse tucked in to kind of balance the whole look. but there's so many exciting things happening in denim. And you're also seeing denim jumpsuits, denim dresses, little denim skirts will come in for transitional dressing. So there's so many kind of fun, easy ways to play with denim. For spring, we're going to see a ton of great denim jackets. So that's kind of a leading trend. But you can kind of have a lot of fun. But rest assured, your skinny jeans still has a place in the wardrobe, especially with these longer cardigans, oversized outerwear, boots. Like, reality is in Canada, we have to wear boots. So skinny jeans will hold a special place as well. But there's so many new fun silhouettes.
But in that point, if you have a lot of skinny jeans,
invest in something
new. And the boot cut flare, actually, the ankle flare really looks smart on, I would say, 99% of the women we dress. There's really hasn't been too many that the look hasn't been very cool.
Absolutely. And just a little quick PK on what's happening in the denim world. As if anyone's tuned into my sustainability webcast, you will know this, but denim is one of the leading polluters in the fashion industry. So the denim industry is really taking a solid effort at becoming more sustainable. Both Mother Jeans and Frame, which are two kind of pillar denim brands at Hangar9, have both taken the pledge to be completely sustainable, and they are certainly on their way. They're doing so many great things with fabrication, but just a few things you're going to see a lot of, and I don't want anyone to be weary of, because there is a good reason for it, is we're going to see a lot less stretch in our denim. We're going to go back to the old Levi days of really raw denim. If denim has more than 2% elastic in it, it's no longer recyclable. So in an effort to kind of have a full cycle of the denim and make it recyclable, because it's a really easy product to recycle if done properly, it needs to have less elastic. So I'm sorry, girls, but the super stretchy days are a little bit over. I have to say, if you do want a super stretchy jean, the Le1 jean from Frame is a sustainable denim and has an incredible amount of lyocell, which makes it super, super stretchy. There's only 2 sizes, so it fits just about everyone. So that would be a great option if you're craving that true stretch jean, but otherwise it's going to be a little bit more raw. So you're going to have to break them in, wear them, and kind of work them in like a new pair of shoes. The other thing you're going to see a lot of is button flies. The reason for the button flies is buttons are recyclable. Zippers are not. So unfortunately, once a zipper is sewn in, it can't be removed and reused again. So we're kind of going to see a transition away from zippers into more button fly silhouettes. So that's just something to get used to as well.
And maybe talk about the distressing. So we're still seeing a lot of chewed bottoms, ripped knees, even the high-end fashion houses like Max Mara Collection, they're presenting ripped jeans now.
Yeah. And it comes in, like you said, all shapes and all sizes. So you can have extreme distressed from thigh down, or you can just have a little bit on the hem. There's something for everyone. And I think the nice thing about distress is it just adds a little bit of interest, especially at the hem of the pant. We love like a chewed hem, or what they call a step hem, where it's a little bit shorter in the front, longer in the back, or kind of cut on an angle. These look great with just about any footwear. Adds just a little bit of interest. It's kind of a skinny jean, but has an interesting bottom to it. So it doesn't cut you at the ankle, but really anything goes. So distressing is kind of here to stay. It's just about finding what distressing you're comfortable with and what works for you. I know for myself, I love a good distressed jean, but moving into fall and winter, I'll pair it with a great pair of fishnet stockings underneath to just add a little bit of layer, skin protection. It just makes it really interesting. And now we'll move on to accessories.
So everybody knows this is my true passion is footwear. And if you ask my husband, I'm sure he'll say it's my only passion. Anyways, the footwear, to me, footwear is a very, very easy way to update kind of your existing closet by adding a new pump, adding a new boot, adding a new loafer, kind of keeping up with the times. Your classic clothes and your essential items will always be updated. As you've noticed, the footwear over the last couple of seasons has become very heavy, and it has thrown some people off. But there's 2 extremes. We've got the heavy loafer, but then we also have the stiletto heel. One thing in buying the footwear outerwear for this fall and for next spring. The Europeans are into like 120 millimeter heel heights. It's only the North Americans who are going, oh, wait, we can't wear heels. We haven't worn them in 18 months. So there's still a lot of flats on the market, and chunky heels, loafers, both with the lug sole, heavy heel, and then the block heel. And in handbags, the oversized is in. For a while, we saw a lot of mini bags where really the only thing you could put in them was a lipstick. And that still is a trend, except it's kind of gone a little more back to the back burner because we're after the pandemic, we're a little more practical now. And the fact that we need to put everything into our bag. We're using bags as market bags. We're putting our creamers in them. We're putting our wallets in them. We're putting our iPads in them. So the bags have gotten bigger and definitely more statement-y. Some are so extreme that they're almost bigger than the person carrying them. But big bags are back just for the practicality of it. The other thing, trend in bags is the rounded bag. So the Yuri bag, which is up on the screen right now, the roundedness, kind of the classic saddles as like a saddle bag. The traditional saddle bag is back. The hobo bag is back, where it's again because of the oversize. That type of bag leads itself to oversize. Special details like fringe, the gold, which are also jewelry trends. So they're also being translated back into the handbags. But to Rachel's point, the monochromatic. So it's always great to get a new bag. It updates your look. And if you're wondering about what to do, there's two extremes. You can go color, because this is where people feel comfortable adding color, a red bag, a green bag, a chocolate bag. If you're head to toe black, maybe a camel bag, or the fun shearling bag, which is kind of leaning it towards the luxe trend that we talked about at the beginning of the presentation. So handbags do reach all trends, and they have representation in all the trend industry. But it's just, which trend do you want to follow in that, whether it be color, chain detail, fringe detail, or size.
And speak a little bit about, we're seeing so much of like wearing multiple bags. So you have like the super mini bag, like literally attached or linked up to your bigger kind of carry-all bag.
And the reason for that, I think, because when we do decide to leave our house, we're doing everything in one day. And so, you leave to the office, but then you might meet somebody for a drink afterwards. You don't want to lug this big bag to the restaurant. So then therefore there's a smaller bag inside the big bag. Or you're running to the washroom and you have your mask and your lipstick that you're taking. So you take your little bag instead of lugging your big bag. So there is a bag in a bag trend. I'm not sure how many people are going to adapt to that, but it does really make sense when you stop and think about it, is to have the baby bag. And a lot of designers did do matching bags. So they did represent the big bag with the matching baby bag to it. It's just whether you want to represent that, but it does make sense when you stop and think about the practicality of it. And then in jewelry, this is a great way to add color to your wardrobe if you're not willing to add color in the clothing part of it. As to Rachel, what Rachel said too, with the head to toe neutral trend, the one trend that keeps coming back and back and back is the statement earring and the statement necklaces. And this probably had a lot to do with our Zoom calls and the pandemic and dressing from the waist up. So that trend has continued, but also it's all about creating directing the attention to your face, which shows your emotion, which shows your spirit, and framing your face. I often say that you have to think of yourself as a picture, and your hair and your jewelry and your top are the frame, and you never want the frame to overpower the picture. So therefore, this is where the statement one-piece earring or the statement necklace is really enhancing your facial features and your look for the day.
So that wraps up the trend report. We're going to share with you guys a great video that we produced, which we think really encapsulates all the key trends of the season, shows a few examples of great kind of dressing out, but also gives, you know, a little sense of like getting out into the world again, stepping out, going downtown, and kind of getting out there, dress up, go out, have fun, enjoy.